Well, I think a lot of my peers would be talking about the same thing, but the name of the game today is hyper personalization and conversational engagement. So hyper personalization really means that through both segmentation, AI, and deep technology, we're able to provide the right level of content, information that's truly personalized to your needs. This is something that's been talked about for a while. AI opens up a whole new level of our personalization and content management. What is often underestimated is the content management part of the house. It's not only about the conversation, it's also about the myriad of content that we as a company have at our disposal, over 5,500 hotels in 110 countries. And we need to make sure that within each hotel, we have spas, restaurants, different services, and different needs. And one person, one persona does not exist. Every traveler has several personas. So we need to add that level of complexity within the mix. And so the technologies that we're working on today are linked to data, deep tech, and Gen AI, to make sure that we manage content to drive that level of hyper personalization at scale that drives the stickiness and the appeal for the brand. And that's really, it's not a finger in the air type of exercise. We are executing this at scale. And to bring this to life, all of our emails today in Europe are actually AI generated today. So that's to give you the level of scale that we're at, and we're going to continue.
More than just technology, I think when we talk about features, we have a number of products that we have launched, and we would like to see them go to maturity as well. So that means fine-tuning the product itself, the value proposition, but also it means also making them more accessible and easy to use, through technology means. So things like My Family program that we have launched, the subscription program, Skywards Plus as well, what we're doing around miles retailing, working closely with points.com. It's important, I think, for us to be able to leverage this or leverage technology to be able to make these products more accessible and easier to use for our members. I mean, the other piece, as I mentioned, is personalization. So expanding the use of AI for tailored member experiences, offers, and communication. We would like to unlock some of the capabilities, from some of our vendors right now. Example, gamification, for example, we have some of these capabilities that are available to us, and I would like to put them to a good use to engage with our members as well. This is in the context of what we're doing with Skywards Everyday app, for example. Working closely with LGI, we want to be able to do more of that as well. I mean, that also sits maybe hand in hand with what we're trying to do around personalization as well. I mean, the other area that we're looking at and we'll continue to is mid-tier benefits as well. So we want to really make sure that there's a continuum of benefits for members in between tiers. So that's something that we will continue to look at. Technology will also be a big enabler for that.
I think in 2025, you'll see more emphasis on the technology that's helping enabling a frictionless engagement with the consumer, and also more proactive. So for loyalty, the proactive recognition of membership without making you tell me you're a member, or give me your member number, having, depending on wherever you are, if you're in any channel, be it in person or online, for that to proactively know that you're that member, or to do things that are at least detecting it enough to make it a little bit less of a give and take. So more proactive recognition of membership, then seamless redemption during the booking or payment processes for the rewards, making sure that everything is kind of as easy as possible and that loyalty is embedded as much as possible in the user experience. I think the technologies that help support that will be the ones that are a little bit more at the forefront for development next year.
As Pizza Hut, we keep the customers at the heart of our brand as well as loyalty strategy, and build our loyalty program with the real consumer insights. Having said that, we will continue to invest in AI technology to foster an always-on test and learn mindset across our markets to optimize and personalize the overall customer experience, which is going to be our focus in 2025. Early AI pilots in Pizza Hut, US, have already shown a significant increase in customer reactivations. And our objective is to drive impact through key use cases in pilot markets and expand these use cases across all markets with a commitment to ongoing learning. And I believe this is the nature of AI. Pizza Hut connects people through the joy of pizza, which is our vision. Therefore, gamification elements such as challenges, badges on the loyalty program, instant rewards play important role for fun and engaging loyalty experiences, which we will also focus in 2025 as Pizza Hut.
In a world where budgets are flat or decreasing slightly, and in a world where program economics are continually more heavily or indexed towards the most valuable members, I expect to see brands focus on new types of low-cost experiential benefits that can be provided to the rest of the elite population in their programs to continue to drive that value and mitigate what I call would be some nascent frustration, some nascent resentment we're seeing across elites that are no longer perceiving that they're getting the same value from the programs that they once did.
Yes, we have still some missing parts that we have to finish it. To be honest, since we are started recently, but at the same time in 2025, we are enough confident that we can do the good things on personalization and engagement side, like proactive offers to the customers and to keep their engagement high. And also we are thinking about the dynamic redemption models, how to react the real-time dynamic redemptions, pricing of the miles. So this is that we are focusing on it. And also we are looking for again to find out the way how we can do the integration or the products with digital and technology solutions.
So there's a few that they will focus on, that they will use their budgets for, these increased budgets for next year. So around enhancing personalization and the user experience, really making sure that the programs are benefiting their customers and the customers feel valued from their programs. Gamifying their programs a bit more to help with the data collection as well as the customer engagement. Starting to diversify the perks that they're providing from a program perspective, and maybe not only focusing on perks from their specific brand, but also expanding that to provide perks from other retailers. And a lot of focus on efficiency and security, both as programs start to grow and become much larger and their scale increases, making sure that the programs are efficient and the underlying tech that is servicing them is efficient, but that it's secure so that the privacy is maintained and we can limit fraud as much as possible.
Integration of the loyalty program into the app is for sure priority one. Making sure that everything is there. Today, our VIP member Radisson rewards are extremely active. They love the loyalty program. They want to have everything into their phones. Linked also in a certain way, it's their agenda, the future stays, what's the next steps, if they can share also with others the same experience, suggesting to other friends or family members. So this is absolutely a key aspect that is going to touch the technology. We are also having a deeper look on artificial intelligence, but more at internal level to support us in order to have even more time to deliver and to stay in touch with our guests in all our hotels.
Yeah, technologies. I mean, look, everyone's talking about AI. I just don't think we're there yet in terms of what that can deliver. I think there's probably some capability for AI in some of the back-end office processing and doing, for sure. I think some of us are starting to play with some technologies that maybe help us to understand data in a different way, but that's internal, not customer facing. I think that, that may play a part, but I doubt it. I think the super app I just mentioned before, super apps are potentially quite an interesting space to start collaborations, particularly in markets that aren't primary markets for a lot of these loyalty programs that are have a wider footprint. So I'd watch out for some of that and some of the intermediaries that are sitting and playing in that space. I'd probably see that there's going to be a lot more in the kind of the points exchange area. I'm starting to see that particularly as new members come through, new younger members, they want more fluidity with their loyalty currency, and kind of allowing that to happen feels like we're in the right space for that. And I expect there'll be some technology enhancements around that capability. And then I think finally the one that jumped out for me in 2024 was about sustainability. Now we saw that there was sustainability as a part of the proposition. But I suspect we might see some more of a segue towards a kind of how the technology interacts with that proposition, right? How do we allow tech to kind of aggregate carbon offsetting or see carbon footprints? Some of those things are kind of neat and don't necessarily have an ROI, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of that, sneaking into next year.